Hello everybody, Demo007 here. And do I have a treat for you? So yesterday, one of the greatest albums, fan albums. No, I'm gonna say albums. It was amazing. It was fun. Okay, if you don't know what I'm talking about, let me spit it out first. The Final Fantasy VI Balance of Runes fan soundtrack, done by over fucking years. And it had loads of people working on this. I mean, at least half as many people as it did on the Super Smash Bros. Brawl soundtrack. But instead of them just using clips from other songs, this was it. This was like purely made by fans. And it was awesome. It was a long wait. I say since last year, maybe 2011 even. So originally they tried to do it, but then they got in trouble from Square Enix, so they had to put off back then to take care of legal stuff. And now we finally got it. Thanks to them, thanks to fans who funded it. Pity the time I found out I couldn't help fund it. But c'est la vie. In the end though, this soundtrack was amazing. I literally spent this entire day from 10 o'clock until 8:10 p.m. Listen to that bitch. And I'm actually listening to the entire soundtrack. And I must admit, it was awesome. I regret nothing. If I regret anything, it's the fact that I can listen to it again. I love this soundtrack. I'm probably not gonna try that again, but it was freaking worth it. Okay, so what do we have in this soundtrack? Pretty much most of the Final Fantasy VI songs are arranged, and they sound awesome. And since it's a review, and it's a review, so I'm going to tell you what I like, what I love, what I was disappointed, what I was it about, and pretty much what most usual people do in the review. Anyway, let's begin. We got 74 tracks, the starters. 74 tracks. Pretty much 15 songs in each folder, plus a bonus 14 song folder. And the cover alone is awesome. It's pretty much an artwork version of the new continent. I mean, floating continent. And it's awesome. We got a huge amount of people working on this. Huge. I ain't gonna name them all because it's just huge. We got at least 30 people working on this thing, more or less. So, any weak spots? Let's get the weak spots out of the way. Okay, one of my biggest criticisms is the fact they didn't actually use every single song. It's about at least 2 songs that I'm certain that they missed. It was Celis's track, and they did not do for some reason what. Now what? Okay, I will let them slide a little bit. On the other hand, the Celis, I'm surprised they did not do Celis. Really, this one of the main character themes. They did everybody else's when I saw it. But I mean, you probably say because they did the play. But at the same time, that's not really Celis. I mean, that's trying to pretend to be Maria. That doesn't really count. So, yeah. Okay. Another weak spot is to me, some of the songs were more teasing than awesome. But at the sheer least, even at its worst, the album is more like, alright. It varies from alright to fucking awesome. And I don't regret this entire album, this whole day. I do not regret it. Now, anything that hurts it, again, there's like a couple of songs that, aside from it missing a few songs, and a couple of songs that, like, at the worst teasing, well, maybe not teasing, but like, I said, at best teasing, at worst, slightly disappointing, but not in like, it was bad way, but more like in the, that's what you went with. You couldn't think of something better? Okay. But all in all, the album was beautiful. I mean, this album pretty much made songs that I liked, love, songs that I already loved, even better, and songs that I didn't even like in the first place. It has made them. Why did I not love this sooner? One song I'm gonna point out is Camp Kefka, aka which is Truth March On. That song, I hated it at first. Truth March On was like this song I had to deal with when I was doing certain missions or stages. I don't care. Man. So I like, I'm gonna pick better music. But then when I listen to them, like the Bounce and Room version, I'm like, oh my god, it's awesome. Again, now the marshmallow, aka Umaru's theme, I thought that was but I never liked Umaru or his theme anyway, so take what I say with a grain of salt. However, okay, one of my most disappointing songs was the Fierce Battle. Mostly because they kept teasing the they play with the techno stuff. I'm like, don't tease me, you son of a bitch. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's pretty much like my favorite part. And they didn't go for it. They just kept teasing me, like holding back the orgasm, which is pretty much the soundtrack's worst at its worst. Like certain songs will feel like they're holding back the awesomeness for some odd reason, and it's annoying. And that's one criticism I say about the soundtrack. However, songs where they make it awesome, they make it awesome. And again, to me, songs that you don't like are pretty much freaking improved. Like songs like you never liked before in the original game, you heard the Bounce and Room version, you'd be like, my god, this is glorious. Why did I like this sooner? Which is, again, my opinion, but that's what you stand for. So, best tracks in my opinion. Oh, that's hard to say. In my opinion, one of my absolute favorites is Terrace Resolve. That song is glorious. And of course, I always love Edgar and Sabin stuff. So pretty much, those two versions are pretty awesome. Oh man. Sorry, I'm literally trying to pick up the song. Alright, Castle in the Sand and A Coin Flip Can Change Fate. Those two songs were beautiful. Now a lot of people and I'm partly on board with this, criticize Demon, Fiend, and Goddess, which is the Dancing Mad version of Bounce and Room. People criticize that because, I'll be honest, it suffers from the teaser part. Me, I've always looked forward to them. When anyone does Dancing Mad, I always look forward to the fourth part. To me, that means everything to me. The Black Mages did it twice with their first album, and then with Distant Worlds 2. And it feels like as though no one wants to do the fourth part as awesome as it can be. Don't get me wrong, the first version the Black Mages did, that one was brilliant. That's probably like the top of the top for me. With Distant Worlds 2, they didn't go for it as hard as they did. People usually like skip to the fifth part, and I'm like, why? This is another criticism I have with Demon, Fiend, and Goddess. They do the same thing with that. The fourth part is not as good as I was hoping to be, and to me that's like one of the key parts. On the other hand, the second part and the third part were easily the best parts of the album. At the song. At the sheer least, the second and third part were pretty awesome. The fifth part, okay, it was pretty good. But the only reason I'm not as hyped as I was about the fifth part as a lot of people are, it's just because, to me, the fifth part kind of depends on the fourth part. How awesome the fourth part ends. Okay, I'll take it. Now, the Distant Worlds, the second one, but the fifth part easily whooped the fourth part's ass. And that's one of the few versions where the fifth part is superior. I also had the criticism about the Cantana map video. Sorry, I might got that one wrong. It's pretty much like a 3-part video of Kefka's dancing mad. I wish I remember the guy's name. Like what he did with the 5th part was awesome, but I hated what he did with the 4th part. He didn't do the 4th part. He just did Kefka's theme, and I freaking hate that. And it's kind of the same thing with this one, but they did something with it. But that's what I was hoping with. And for a fan version of Dancing Mad, they didn't do the laugh. I was slightly disappointed, but a lot of people don't do the laugh anymore. I wish they did the laugh, because that's the best part of the song. Sorry, but all in all, I love the soundtrack because it's awesome. But again, there are some songs I think at worst you're gonna be like, alright, slash, I think you went with. Yeah. I can give most of these songs in. Like at the worst, I'm gonna say, alright. But the songs that are really awesome are awesome. It's just, all in all, I think the album was worth the wait. Just because songs that you weren't expecting to be good are awesome. Even if some of the songs you expected to be awesome were kind of, I won't say wanky, but they were good, but not quite up to the scale. So what I give Final Fantasy VI Bouncing on my own copy. And then I'm giving it, I want to give it a perfect score, but the only thing that's hurting it is the songs that had high expectations didn't quite live up to those high expectations. So that's just me. So it's in between a 9 out of 10 / 4 out of 5 and a perfect score. That's to me though. I could be wrong, but hey, it's a free country. Well, I don't know that. Anyway, this is D177. Listen to this album right now. Shoot everything you can do with. Listen to this album. I don't give a damn what you're doing. Listen to this album. Yeah. Awesome. In fact, I'm probably gonna have a link to it. Yeah. And yes, it's a torrent. You don't know how to use a torrent? That's why we have Google. Fuck you, Bing. Suck. Anyway, this is D177. Au revoir.